When I was growing up in the East End, if you were black and working class, your career expectations were pretty limited. I look around today and what do I find? Our exam results are well below average. We're still underrepresented in the professions, law, medicine, finance and teaching. So I wonder, is racism still the primary cause of our problems? I know times are changing. There are opportunities out there that were never there before. But black people like myself, who've opted for a career in the mainstream, now find we're subjected to a different set of prejudices. Not those of the white man, but from fellow black people who say we've sold out. But if selling out means the professions are off limits to black children, I wonder, are we becoming victims of a new slave mentality?
Too many people are shuffling. They're playing up to the white man. They're going deep up in the white man's colon and they're stuck somewhere in the back of his throat. So therefore, they can't help none of us.
Parents are responsible when their kids are on the streets doing their thing. You are responsible to change that kid's head around. Don't blame music. Because if you was a decent enough parent, your kid wouldn't be allowed to listen to the music that we promote.
What we need to do is completely redefine what blackness is itself. In fact, what used to be the thing that liberated us has now become a burden.
If you're a black person in the professions, you get all the stupid lyrics, don't you?
Oh, you're a fucking sellout, innit? You know what I mean? It's a bounty bar, innit? You know, coconut, you're a breadfruit, innit? You gotta keep it real in the ghetto, innit?
No, I don't want to keep it real in the ghetto. I'd actually quite like a nice house in the country, you know?
Genesis 91.6, you're in tune to the People's Talk Show. My name is Dr. X.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Andy, man. How you doing, Doctor?
Andy, I'll say still, you know, say.
I start my journey at pirate radio station Genesis FM, where I meet Dr. X, shock jock and self-proclaimed ghettoologist. His radical views have given him a cult following in parts of London.
To play by certain rules.
What you're talking about is the ideology of selling out. But as far as Dave is concerned, the problem is with us.
You mentioned a word there that comes up time and time again, and I wanted to get your definition of it, right? Sellout, right? What is a sellout?
What a sellout is in the black community is people who had something from the black community and then they gave it up and become this other person. They decided that they were better than that or whatever. Some of the sellouts, they punk out. They go, you know, they go from, yeah, you done know and rare, like boom, boom, and boom, boom. And they adopt another tone. Like, they decide that it's much better to speak this way because it makes me seem as if I'm far more intelligent than you other blacks. You other blacks don't seem to understand this. You know, what you need is education, elocution, and then a particular way to speak. And then you'll be defined by the white man as a decent chappy.
If someone happens to have, you know, attained a certain level of education or has a particular job, okay, that gets them a lot of paper or whatever, the fact that they wear a suit and that they go into the city and that, you know, I mean, does that make them a sellout because because they're trying to get on in life? Surely we all want to get on, right?
I've got friends who work in the city. They don't necessarily have to be a sellout because what they do, they still operate from the point, they've still got the same family values. They understand it within a business perspective, but they don't then try to bring it up at home when people's having their rice and peas and chicken. Why don't we have some hors d'oeuvres, you know? Whoa. You know what I'm saying? We understand where you're going, but remember where you're coming from. And this is what we find is that...
For people like Dr. X, there's only one way to be black, and it's based on a ghetto definition of blackness. I spent 10 years of my life consumed by that same ghetto mentality, and I didn't escape that shit to be told that I'm a sellout just because I've exchanged hanging out on a street corner for a career. But what really worries me is that too many young black men are labouring under this same suffocating mentality. I'm on my way to Tottenham to meet a couple of young guys who are intent on operating outside of the mainstream. Having been excluded from school, they see a racist society which has little to offer them.
How you doing, man?
Hi, I'm David.
David?
Yeah, I'm looking for Mikey.
Yeah, I'm Mikey, David.
And Suleiman.
Solomon's right here, man.
Ah, all right, man.
How you doing, man?
How you doing, bro?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
You know, this is my job, my part-time job.
Right.
Yeah, working in the community, you know, trying to make money, you know, trying to, you know, generate some income from in the community, being near my people. And that's what young black men need to do. Not necessarily fully integrate within the system, but learn about the system so we can create our own businesses from, you know, our communities and stuff like that.
I'll take care of the customers in here. You go and you walk around
Alright,
and you
man.
show them the place and that.
Cool?
All right, boss.
Right.
Yeah.
Wicked, yeah.
Like many young black men, Suleiman sees mainstream society as a threat to his cultural identity.
I can slick my hair back and I can dress up and play those corporate games, but I don't want to have to fall into these, you know, different conventional type of, you know, forms of looking and dressing, because I've got my own mind. And sometimes I like to think, a lot of black youth, we think outside the box. We don't necessarily have to dress a certain way just to fit in. If that's what I have to do in order to fit into this society, it means that I can't be accepted into this society, you know, being myself. I want to be able to dress the way I want to dress. I want to be able to, you know, express myself without being called aggressive.
Suleiman is paying his way through a marketing degree by selling books and CDs to the local community.
The way that we make money is unorthodox, and we like to make money like this because it's different from the norm. And, you know, sometimes we can generate like £200 within, you know, 2 hours, especially within the evening. You could just help me turn this over.
Yeah, sure. Why do you have a need then to make money unconventionally,
Yeah,
right?
because the thing is, a lot of people don't understand it. They just see us on the road and they think, bruh, you know, these people are, you know, outside of the system. You know, they may see it as a bit rebellious, but that's what we are. I'm a youth, I'm a young person. And I've always been, you know, at odds with the system. I've been expelled quite a few times. Before, you know, I went to university and stuff like that. You know, I've been expelled quite a few times and stuff like that.
Why'd you get expelled?
Well, no, the teachers and stuff, me and them can't agree. You know what I'm saying?
This is the second.
Suleiman's an intelligent and intriguing guy. I'm surprised he sells CDs on a street corner. I want to find out more about him and his background. He invites me to meet his
There's a
mum.
lot of soup in here, innit? Yeah, that's nice.
Do you think that teachers don't really know how to relate?
Some of them don't. They see them. They have all these stereotypes and connotations about they're big, they're aggressive, you know, they're West Indian, they're Caribbean, you know what I mean? They're at the bottom of the pile. They don't encourage them, you know.
Why can't teachers get with that though? Because they have the authority.
Because basically the cultures are different, yeah? And if you've been brought up in Taunton in Somerset where you hardly see any black people, you understand what I'm saying? Or you come from Hampshire or one of them places there, where you do not have the experience of black culture, you understand, of African culture, and you don't know anything, you're going to misinterpret that children behave like this. And some teachers don't want to challenge that because they feel, oh my God, they're gonna do this to me, oh my God. So if you walk into a classroom or you walk into a school and you fear the children them, you understand? I have a problem with that.
I don't want to go down the predictable route of saying I was stereotyping my teachers, but it got a little bit stressful. In the geography lesson, there would be an issue about a tropical region. It always hey, Felix, you should know this. You come from a hot country. Yeah. It's very hot in Guildford, isn't it?
What was your experience like at school?
Well, I actually got expelled from nursery school. What used to happen was that, you know, I got so bad and used to get in so much fights that they used to suspend me. And then from that age, yeah, I felt like the system, you know, in that sense was against me because that precipitated more expulsions and more. So I'm used to rejection. I'm not used to, you know, anybody trying to accept me. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm saying that England is a very racist country, and for me, yeah, you know, right now, yeah, I feel the racism stronger than how my parents felt it, because at least they could see the aggression in their face. Things are so different now that basically you've got people within society that want to hold us back, yeah? And these people are in institutions more, you understand? I'm not scared about the white guy on the street that's got a beef with me. I'm scared about the people within the institutions who purposely try to hold me back.
Institutionalised racism.
Institutionalised, but what I'm saying is that it's very sophisticated. It isn't something like, for example, I say, oh, institutional racism. Not every person out there, not every white person out there is racist, yeah? That's the biggest myth.
Suleiman and his mum are tight. They have strong family values and a great deal of intimacy. But I wonder how open Suleiman was to potential opportunities. His method for navigating society is to build a wall around himself, to reject any sense of Britishness. He sees himself as a Jamaican living in a foreign land. Solomon introduces me to his best friend Courtney, a 21-year-old from Broadwater Farm Estate. Unlike Solomon, Courtney hasn't had the support of a dedicated mother.
Yeah.
What about introduction?
So listen, yeah. let me introduce you to David. That's right, I ain't seen my man for time, like.
Yeah.
So it's like, we have to catch up first. This is David.
Courtney, yeah?
Yeah, all right, Courtney. Is it hard for you out there, man?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of hard, yeah, but man make it easier for ourselves. Well, through music and street life, bro. You get me? Like some people, their mums are fiends, innit? So some people, their mums smoking, working, all them things. Their sons and daughters have to go out there and shop food to survive, innit? Eat food. It's life, bro. But me personally, I do it through the music.
Right.
You get me?
Courtney's typical of many black men of his age who've grown up at a council estate. He's desperate for success as a producer or MC to escape life on the street.
Do you like street life, though?
I like it, but